We live in a world filled with modern conveniences. From the smartphones in our hands to the non-stick pans in our kitchens, modern life is designed for ease and efficiency. One hidden cost of these conveniences is the widespread contamination by forever chemicals, which are often invisible to the naked eye but have a profound impact on our environment and health. These chemicals, known as PFAS or per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, do not break down easily in the environment or our bodies. They are designed to resist heat, water, and oil, making them incredibly durable and persistent. This persistence is a major cause for concern. Once released into the environment, PFAS can travel long distances, contaminate water supplies, and accumulate in the food chain, affecting both wildlife and humans. These man-made compounds have been used for decades in various products, from non-stick cookware and waterproof clothing to firefighting foams and food packaging, leading to their insidious spread across the globe. They build up in soil, water, and living organisms, including humans. This bioaccumulation means that even small amounts of PFAS can become significant over time, posing long-term health risks. Even low levels of exposure can lead to significant concentrations in our bodies over time. Studies have shown that PFAS can affect the immune system, liver function, and even increase the risk of certain cancers. Scientists are increasingly linking these chemicals to serious health problems, including developmental issues in children, hormonal disruptions, and increased cholesterol levels. The list of products containing PFAS is extensive, including non-stick cookware, waterproof clothing, and stain-resistant carpets. These everyday items contribute to the pervasive nature of PFAS contamination. They are also found in food packaging and firefighting foam, leading to contamination of groundwater. This means that PFAS can enter our bodies through the food we eat, the water we drink, and even the air we breathe. We can be exposed through food, water, and even air. The omnipresence of these chemicals makes it difficult to avoid exposure entirely. Understanding the scale of this problem is the first step towards finding solutions. Public awareness and scientific research are crucial in addressing the widespread contamination of PFAS. Virtually everyone has some level of these chemicals in their blood. This widespread exposure highlights the urgent need for regulatory measures and effective cleanup strategies. This is a global contamination concern. Countries around the world are grappling with the challenge of managing and mitigating PFAS pollution. Researchers are working tirelessly to understand the full impact of these chemicals and find ways to mitigate their effects. Through innovation and collaboration, we can hope to reduce the presence of PFAS in our environment and protect future generations. PFAS are a large family of synthetic chemicals with strong carbon-fluorine bonds. These bonds are among the strongest in chemistry, making PFAS incredibly durable and resistant to breaking down in the environment. These bonds make them resistant to degradation, meaning they persist in the environment for a very long time. Their unique properties made them attractive for industrial applications since the 1940s. They were used in a wide range of products, from firefighting foams to stain-resistant fabrics. They are found in everyday items, from the kitchen to our closets. Non-stick cookware, waterproof clothing, and even some food packaging contain PFAS. Health risks associated with PFAS exposure are increasingly clear and alarming. Research has shown that these chemicals can accumulate in the human body over time. Studies link these chemicals to cancer, liver damage, thyroid disease, and increased cholesterol levels. The long-term health effects are still being studied, but the evidence so far is concerning. For pregnant women, PFAS exposure can lead to complications. These can include developmental issues for the fetus and other pregnancy-related problems. These chemicals can interfere with our immune system, potentially reducing the effectiveness of vaccines and increasing susceptibility to infections. Contaminated drinking water is a significant source for many communities. PFAS can leach into water supplies from industrial sites and landfills. Food can also be a major route of exposure. PFAS can migrate into food from packaging materials and contaminated soil or water used in agriculture. Even dust in our homes can contain PFAS. These particles can settle on surfaces and be inhaled or ingested, adding to our overall exposure. Regulatory agencies are setting limits for PFAS in drinking water and phasing out certain types. However, the process is slow and often met with resistance from industry. New types of PFAS are continually being developed, sometimes with little information about their long-term health effects. This ongoing innovation makes it challenging to fully understand and regulate these persistent chemicals. Amidst growing concerns about PFAS, which are often referred to as forever chemicals due to their persistence in the environment and human body, a study from Boston offers a glimmer of hope. This study could potentially pave the way for new methods to combat these harmful substances. Researchers investigated dietary fiber's potential to bind and excrete PFAS from the human body, a concept that had been theorized but not thoroughly tested. This idea had not been extensively explored in human studies until now, making this research particularly groundbreaking. The study focused on individuals with elevated PFAS levels, who are at a higher risk of health issues. Participants were divided into groups, receiving different fiber supplements or a placebo, ensuring a comprehensive analysis of the fiber's effectiveness. The study was double-blind and placebo-controlled, which is the gold standard in clinical research to eliminate bias. Researchers meticulously measured serum concentrations of PFAS compounds to track any changes. Blood samples were taken at the beginning and at regular intervals throughout the study to monitor progress. The primary outcome was a significant decrease in PFAS levels among participants who received the fiber supplements. The study aimed to understand if certain types of PFAS were more readily flushed out by the fiber, providing deeper insights into the interaction between dietary fiber and these chemicals. The anticipation surrounding the results was considerable, as a positive outcome could lead to new dietary recommendations. If fiber could help reduce PFAS, it would be a significant breakthrough, potentially offering a simple yet effective way to mitigate the impact of these persistent chemicals on human health. The Boston study recruited participants with high PFAS exposure. Participants were randomly assigned to groups receiving different supplements. One group received beta-glucan, another rice bran, and a third a placebo. Over several months, participants consumed their supplements while maintaining usual diets. Blood samples were collected and analyzed for PFAS concentrations. The beta-glucan group showed a significant reduction in PFAS levels. Some participants experienced reductions of up to 20%. This suggests beta-glucan can help excrete these chemicals. The effectiveness varied depending on the specific PFAS chemical. Longer-chain PFAS were more readily bound and excreted. The study provided strong evidence that dietary intervention could reduce PFAS burden. This offers a new avenue for public health strategies. The Boston study compared different fiber supplements. Beta-glucan was superior in facilitating PFAS excretion. Participants taking beta-glucan experienced greater reductions in PFAS levels. The rice bran group showed minimal changes, similar to the placebo group. This finding highlighted the importance of the type of fiber consumed. Beta-glucan's unique properties might be responsible for its efficacy. It forms a gel-like substance in the digestive tract, potentially trapping PFAS molecules. This gel-forming capability could interrupt enterohepatic circulation. Beta-glucan might lead to greater fecal excretion of PFAS. Knowing which fibers are most effective is key for public health recommendations. Beta-glucan, found in oats, barley, and certain mushrooms, should be a focus. This guides future research and dietary advice for managing PFAS exposure. Fiber helps reduce PFAS levels by interrupting enterohepatic circulation. Toxins are processed by the liver and excreted into the intestines via bile. Without sufficient fiber, these toxins can be reabsorbed into the bloodstream. Soluble fiber binds to bile acids and toxins, preventing reabsorption. This binding action is crucial for excretion. Fiber acts like a sponge, soaking up water, cholesterol, fats, and PFAS. Bound substances are carried out of the body with stool. A high-fiber diet promotes regular bowel movements, reducing toxin reabsorption. Beta-glucan's viscosity and large molecular size create an effective barrier. More research is needed to fully understand these interactions. Fiber offers a vast array of health benefits beyond PFAS reduction. It is crucial for digestive health, preventing constipation and promoting regularity. Fiber is also beneficial for heart health, lowering LDL cholesterol. It helps manage blood sugar levels, preventing sharp spikes. A high-fiber diet reduces the risk of certain cancers, especially colon cancer. Fiber fermentation produces short-chain fatty acids with anti-inflammatory properties. High-fiber diets are recommended for cancer prevention. Increasing fiber intake is one of the most impactful dietary changes for overall well-being. Fiber is found in a variety of plant-based foods. Prioritizing fiber-rich foods is a wise investment in your health. Incorporating fiber into your daily diet is a powerful step towards better health. Excellent sources of soluble fiber include oats, barley, apples, and beans. Insoluble fiber is found in whole grains, nuts, seeds, and fruit skins. Aim for a diverse range of plant foods to get a mix of both fiber types. The general recommendation is 25-38 grams of fiber per day. Gradually increase fiber intake and drink plenty of water. Consider beta-glucan supplements for PFAS reduction, but whole foods are preferred. Consult a healthcare professional before starting new supplements. Small, sustainable changes can significantly improve health over time. Fiber-rich foods contribute to better digestive health, heart health, and blood sugar control. The Boston study's findings on beta-glucan fiber are promising. They offer a tangible action to mitigate harm from PFAS. Dietary fiber is not a magic bullet, but a valuable tool. Reducing PFAS exposure at the source remains critical. Strategies to enhance PFAS excretion are of significant public health interest. The study provides a basis for further research on fiber's role in detoxification. Future studies could explore optimal dosages and combinations with other interventions. The Boston study demonstrates beta-glucan's potential to reduce PFAS burden. Prioritizing fiber-rich foods is a wise investment in health. Dietary fiber